Good evening, my fellow comic lovers and comic collectors. This is Daniel at Kraken Lair Comics. As I promised on my last video, I have two comics that arrived today, and we're going to do a live unboxing. And it's going to be some interesting things to show, because in getting comics through the mail, some package them like this, some package them like this. Now, one of these is a fairly significant minor key issue. The other one's just something I wanted to have. I like the character. It's his third appearance. Don't know if they're ever going to do anything with the character in terms of movies. I would love to see it, but I just want to have it. And I got good deals on both of these. I asked for deals. So let's do this one first. This I purchased on eBay. The seller is Bryan Dugdale. All small letters. BRYANDUGDALE. Bryan Dugdale. Now, he's got some very good comics on his eBay website. Worth checking out. He packages this not only just in a bubble wrapped bag, but he put the additional protection of some cardboard, because we've all gotten comics where it's like the comic in a backing board, and this, that's your comic book. So he took the additional effort to put some layers of cardboard. Now it doesn't bend so easily. I'm going to try to cut this tape carefully, because as I always say, it's like, I don't want to be the one that damages my own comic books out of my excitement to want to see them. It might make for a funny video, you know. Daniel, the Kraken man, just destroyed his own comic book. LOL. Would be some memes or whatever you people say. So, getting through it. Going slow. Cautiously. Once again, the gentleman at, Bryan Dugdale, the additional cardboard protection, because now this is a lot harder to bend than in just a bubble wrap bag. The mailman's got to be really awful, to do that. And it's also in a bag and board, additional protection. So this is Detective Comics number 407. I think I'm correct on this. This is the third appearance of Man-Bat. I've got Man-Bat number 1. I don't know. I kind of like Man-Bat. I like monsters. So Batman and Batgirl. Love me some Batgirl. A 15-cent comic. There we go. I know the glare is kind of bad. I spent $12.50, and that includes shipping, on this issue. It's not really valuable. They put Man-Bat in a TV show or a movie, and they're like, why didn't I buy Man-Bat? It's third appearance for $12. A 2.5 is 12, a 3.5 is 16, a 4.5 is 20. This was listed at very fine plus. Looking at it, I would agree with that assessment. There's what looks like lines. I don't know if I can do it. Like that is actually the artwork. It's not color breaking creases. Edges are very clean. And as anybody knows who collects comics, anything with like a black cover, it just shows wear really easily. You know, any ding, any chip, any crease. And I kind of like that. Like, it's the Bride of Man-Bat. Rawr. I doubt she's too happy about being the Bride of Man-Bat. But I'm happy to have this in my collection. And I'm happy to be able to read this and look at it. And once again, it's an older comic, 15 cents. So without looking on the inside, I would place this at probably, late 60s. There's no pieces missing out of the cover. There's no major color breaking creases across the cover. There's some indentations. A little bit of, dings and stuff. Nothing major. For the value of this comic book, I wouldn't even have it pressed. It's just not that valuable right now. Now, once again, some movie shows up, some Marvel, Disney, brings out Man-Bat, then maybe I would. But right now, I'm like $12.50 in. It looks really good. Happy to have it. Proud to own it. Love me some Man-Bat. Now, that came in that little bubble wrap bag. This is a much more key issue. And the seller, he put it in a box. But look here, people. This wasn't even put in my mailbox. This was on my front doorstep like this. So, I'm hoping that there's enough additional packaging in this that this book did not get damaged by whatever, the guy at the post office, like, hey, let's put this 50-pound bag on top of this cardboard box that just, totally destroy the integrity of this box. I'm hoping that I don't have an issue. Because this, like I said, is, a significant minor key issue. Once you see it, you'll understand my concern. But immediately I see this is put in bubble wrap. And I purchased this on eBay. I have to spell this out because it's not really like a word. It's in small letters, GSCHARLACH. Again, that's GSCHARLACH. Gers Charlach. Sure. But he has an online eBay store, and he's selling some really key issues, like lots of key issues. Minor keys, other books you might be interested in. Seeing the care and caution that he sent this in, because this could have been freaking ruined. But as you see, he took the extra precaution to put this in a thick bubble wrap. I also want to add that this gentleman was kind enough to accept an offer that I made on this comic book. His original sort of asking price was $270. I sent him an offer, with shipping or whatever. I was looking at what current graded values of the comic book was going for, and I made him an offer, and he was really cool about it. He's like, for what I'm looking at, and what this comic book is selling for, maybe your offer is a little bit low, But I want you to be happy as a buyer. How many sellers say that? Like, I want you as a buyer to be happy. So he accepted it. And once again, this is like $50 lower than what he was asking for. You know, if I had known how strongly he was going to pack this up, Mr. GSCHARLACH on eBay, I probably would have brought some better tools to accommodate this. Here we go. We're cracking this open. Kraken's Lair. We're cracking this open. Even inside the bubble wrap, there's a little bit of protection. Like, this video is going to be like an hour and a half just for me to get through all this bubble wrap. Once again, people, go slow. Like, you don't want to damage your comic book out of overexcitement just to see it. Now that you have it, now that you've spent the money for it, take your time. My wife is really going to love all this bubble wrap, which she saves for when we have to pack up, like, holiday decorations. And I was like, yeah, man, I got all this bubble wrap from all these comic books that I have purchased. Here we go. And we're almost there, people. And when you see this, you will recognize this was worth the wait. Once again, this is not a book that's inexpensive. It's certainly not a book that everybody is lucky enough to have in their collection. But now I'm lucky enough to have it in mine. There's a nice little letter from the seller. Won't show that. Don't know if you would want that to be public. Here we go. At long last. Graded. Tales of Suspense, number 57, in a 3.0, which is not a high condition, but as the channel, I recommend anybody who collects comics to give a look at is the We Love Comics channel, hosted by a gentleman named Chris. And he's always like, low condition is better than no condition. If you can't afford a 9.8, if you don't have $5,000-$6,000, wouldn't you still like to have this in your collection? And there's also a very good point where when it comes to, like, if you have designs on, like, possibly selling that book down the road, how many other people have $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 to purchase it? There's some. It's not me. So sometimes, like, a lower grade book, you can turn a profit on and turn that book because it's more readily affordable to the average collector. You know, we don't have, like, trust funds and, you know, gold bars falling out of our nether regions. So, Tales of Suspense, number 57. For those of you who might not know the significance based on that information, this is the first appearance of Hawkeye. First appearance of Hawkeye. I'm going to move the phone because I think you guys should benefit from, like, sort of, like, seeing this. But I don't know how to do it. My bad. Now I just, like, screwed up my entire video. as one would expect for a 3.0. There's some issues. There's color breaking crease right there. Goes through that. There's a little chip. Some damage right there. Some dirt along the spine. Now, like, see, now this is something like where one could question if I crack this open and have this dry cleaned and that smudge is removed. I mean, it's not going to turn into like a 9.8, but maybe from a 3 to a 3.5. And as we've discussed in these older books, especially key issues, a 3 to a 3.5 to a 4, you could be talking some money. Now, very early Black Widow appearance. Her movie is coming out. The Hawkeye movie is coming out in 2021. So, the gentleman on eBay was wanting $270 for this. I went and looked at GoCollect.com. I looked at a 3.0. That seemed a little bit high. Now, I recognize that, especially like 2021, the Hawkeye movie comes out. This is going to appreciate. Just like any old key issue, it's going to appreciate, movie or not. That's why it was important for me to buy this like graded. So there's no, not me saying, oh, I think this is like really nice, or if I'm going to sell this, you as a buyer would know. So the Hawkeye movie comes out, interest in this book spikes up. This is gonna increase in value, just like the Morbius book, when nobody gave two about Morbius until the trailer came out, and now it's like a book that you could have gotten for $100 is now like $900, right? The Eternals, nobody gave two about it until the discussion about like there could be a movie, and now it's going stupid. So he wanted $270 for it. I made him an offer with shipping. I got this for $232.99. So a $50 savings. And like in my last video I discussed, I asked for a deal and I got one. I wasn't rude about it. I didn't like go, hey man, $15. I offered him a fair deal and he accepted it. So now this book is in my collection. But I did save $50. The book I showed last night, I saved $9. So now that's like $59 in Dan the Kraken man's pocket that I could purchase another comic book and be no worse off financially if I had not done any effort. If I was just like, oh, $270, cool, boom, here's $270. The comic I showed last night, the World's Finest, here's what you're asking for it, boom. But now I've got almost like $60 still in my pocket that I can like look at other comic books. I can find something, that I don't have. My Tales of Suspense, my early Iron Man comic book collection is starting to build. I'm getting some good ones. Don't have the first one. I don't have the Tales of Suspense 39, but I'm getting there. I've got Tales of Suspense like 52, the second appearance of Black Widow. I'm getting some of the early ones. I don't have the first Iron Man on my radar to purchase this year because I have two other grails. One is Daredevil #1. The other one's Giant Size X-Men #1 that I'm like saving up for. I won't say that I won't ever have it because I'm patient, look for deals, realize that there's multiple copies of these out there. You don't have to have this right now. Don't let your emotion as a collector override your senses to go, oh, because otherwise I would have spent $270 on this. First appearance of Hawkeye. I love Hawkeye. He's like really cool. I really, really want this. I don't have this. And I spent more money than I would have had to, which I did not do. So, I'm going to sign off with that. I could hear my wife just got home. And I want to go spend some time with my lovely and amazing wife, who's kind enough to support me in my comic book collecting habit. So, graded 3.0, Tales of Suspense, number 57, cream to off-white pages, first appearance of Hawkeye. That's so cool. That's so cool. And what I believe is the third appearance of Man-Bat, Detective Comics 407 for $12.50. Very cool. Nice reds. Batman. Na 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 na. Man-Bat. Man-Bat. Man. Sorry. You guys have a good evening. Thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the comments. Let me know what you think. I know this is kind of like a weirder video, but let me know what you think. Peace out. Have a good evening.